Oh, whoa, killing me, man.
Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debate. It's for the taking.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
One, two.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He's trying to get me.
From the 44, Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cassius Marsh. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now a pass hauled in downfield. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Give the sack to Barkevius Mingo, the former number 6 pick. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now it's gone. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ziggy Ansah providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
She murdered. I love this Seattle D.
The 4-time All-Pro Johnny Hecker is on to punt for L.A. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, man, competitive. Hey, you talking about competitive Dolphins defense?
He gets this one away. Taken in at the 22.
Talking about Dolphins in Seattle.
Punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 73 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench. And he's
What you looking
team,
like?
This is how we prepare. We force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the punt.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks picked it up.
Bobby.
And they're going to take over right there at the
nigga,
22-yard line.
Hey, Bobby Wagner just laid his fuck ass out for a fumble. You know he a superstar on that
I love about going to practices is trying to
I ain't got none of that shit. See murder with the Dolphins. Ain't none of my players on the Dolphins are impact. But that's my hometown, so I play.
Where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. On 1st down, it's Carson, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with the big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
I got 3 rushes already for 90 yards. I'm on my way.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
Touchdown.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Stay with your man. 56, Mike 56, right there, right there.
Out of the gun, gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this will be caught at the 30. That one good for 37 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Don't get nervous. Come on now, let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. There again is Cooks, complete. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, who can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And there was a good opportunity that just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Goff throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
That might be he ain't go for
It's
it.
almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. He finds an opening past the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
We got no time.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This is Carson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield, too.
I say you want to. I say you want to, bro. Yeah, did you win too, man?
And that would cover beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today.
I'm up 13-3 against the Rams.
First kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary.
The ball comes out. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now gone. He's going to sling this deep downfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Shit, looks like I might play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hey, alert. 19. Check 59. Run, Drake. Bill. Mike to 59. Run. Bang.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On first down, Carson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and those creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal.
Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Calling a loss of 2 on the play.
Yeah, I know. How many yards that is. Kick it if I feel like I can make it.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
57,
And this is good.
57.
From 57 yards out.
57 money.
Away right there. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail.
I don't hit a 64.
But it's up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
There. That was nigga. Like there.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Deep bite.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
Hey, look at that. Look at
As they stuffed that one by the line.
I almost had a pick.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Open man right side is Cup complete. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Ram first down as Goff finds Cup. Back to throw, Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. But I think the ball's out, and the Seahawks have recovered.
I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules.
Knocking them niggas out right now. Fuck, nigga. Quit, nigga. That's, I'm gonna holler at you.